back to my channel. My name is Katia Valino. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, I am a beauty and lifestyle blogger. We talk about everything beautiful, everything nice, everything healthy to keep you going. But I am a Nigerian and I am based in Toronto, Canada. Thank you so much and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click that red button that says subscribe, and also when you click on that red button you will see a small ding dong bell. Click on that bell so that you will know when I upload a video. Thank you so much for your time. I am doing this video on a special request. Every time when people like me, YouTubers, we talk about how to about the thing between the legs for the men, right? We talk about how to bring it up, to keep it up and alive. I'm going to be calling it joystick, right? Because there are some restrictions on YouTube. Yes. So we talk about why the joysticks go down and how we have to. We talk about how to bring up the joystick to make it go up, to stand up more often, especially under the blanket. But very often we don't talk about why. What are the reasons why the joystick, the main joystick, always or most of the time go down? I will be telling you, running down things that makes the joystick go down. It's literally the killer for the joystick. Sometimes doesn't matter how long or how much you have tried so hard to bring it up, it still go down. So both mentally and psychologically, and the food that we consume helps to make the joystick go down. And also this video will be divided into two segments, so because I don't want to take so much of your time, and then I'll do the other one as well, so that if you watch part one, make sure to follow along to also watch part two. However, if you watch part two, make sure to go back to watch part one so that you don't miss anything. When videos are so long, people get so bored watching long videos, right? So what are the things that really make the joystick go down? Number one is psychological effects, right? When you are bothered, when your brain, your mind is loaded with so much stress, when the business is not going through, when the wife is divorcing you, when financial problems takes precedence of other things, it makes your joystick go down. No matter how much hallelujah you want to pray, the joystick is not taking up his head or shaking his head. So stress is number one contributing factor. The last one will wow you, so don't go anywhere. Number two is diseases, sicknesses, age. Yes, they also contribute to why your joystick is down most of the time. And then those are the psychological effects. And also obesity. Obesity can also lead to why the joystick does not get up. Have you ever seen most men with very big stomach? When the stomach is so big, it dominates whatever that is going on down there. So the stomach gets big, the joystick gets smaller. And when the joystick gets smaller, it's hard for you to try to arouse the joystick. So, okay, let's get down now to the food that we eat. I have the list here. Number one food that you want to avoid, especially if you want to have that momentum at night. There is nothing wrong with eating this kind of food, but if you know that you want to have the momentum going at night, you have to stay away from consuming this food. Number one food is cheese. Cheese, it's number one killer for the joystick. Yes, it kills that because cheese contains a lot of dairy products. Yes, dairy product. Yes, cheese and milk. Cheese and milk are not good for you. They don't digest very well. It makes you burp all the time and makes your stomach bigger. You want to avoid cheese and milk if you know that tonight is going to be the night. night. You can eat it any other time, or eat it like, give it like 12 hours to digest before getting ready for that moment that you have been waiting for. Number two is beans. Wow. Wow, oh wow. If you want to get that moment going at night, please stay away from beans. Beans will bloat your stomach and give you excess flatulence. Yes, gas. Your stomach will be big and you'll be passing gas and it's very uncomfortable. And who wants to be passing gas when they're under the blanket? And who wants to be smelling gas when you are under the blanket? So all these things affect the guts and the movement that goes on under the blanket. So number three is gum. Have you ever seen women when the act is going on, they are eating gum? How, for crying out loud, how do you enjoy that moment when you are buried inside, when you are eating gum? When you are eating gum, you are allowing, both men and women, you are allowing air to fill the sacs of your lungs, of your areolas. And when your lungs and the areolas are filled with gas, are filled with air, you cannot do much about that. It's very uncomfortable. It leaves your stomach bloated. So stay away from eating gum during or getting closer to that moment. Yes. The next thing you want to avoid is red meat. Yes, I give kudos to people who are really vegetarians, who stay away from eating meat. Let me tell you that one piece of meat takes about 1 week to 2 weeks to digest in your guts. What does it do? It leaves your intestine, both the big and the small intestine, congested. And when your intestines are congested, you are not comfortable to move around. You are like stuffed up, like you're carrying a baby in your womb. That's exactly how meat makes you feel. So if you're gonna eat meat, make sure you eat meat maybe 1 or 2 days before that moment. It will give you all the wow moment when you don't eat meat before the time. Yes, the wow moment will be whoop off the roof. Another one, this is typically for African men. Semo swallow. Stay away from heavy foods. You know, like the horse that you've taken into the water. The horse will be breathing, or pig. You know, that's like somebody snoring, like, right? So you can imagine eating semo and eating red meat at the same time, and then at night you expect miracles to happen. There will be no miracle. It's not going to happen. Stay away from swallow, from semo. Hey, don't go out there and say this lady on YouTube say that, hey, you shouldn't eat semo, you shouldn't eat meat, you shouldn't eat meat and cheese. This is not what I'm talking about here. I am talking about giving it time before that moment. Do not get home from work this evening and you are planning a special moment with that special somebody in your life, and then you go and then you indulge in swallow, in semo, in too much meat, in cheese and that. At night or in the morning or whenever the moment will be, you will not be able to get that joystick standing up for a longer time. So these things are the things that you need to avoid. The next one is tonic water. Do you know that tonic water contains a lot of quinine? And quinine is one of the things that is in the medication that we use to, quinine is in the medication used to cure or take care of malaria. Quinine is number one libido killer. You don't want to drink tonic water. However, you don't also want to drink excessive wine. When you drink excessive wine, most people get very restless, and when you are not, and when you are restless, you don't enjoy the moment. And when you drink a lot, Being it wine, being it beer, your stomach tends to protrude, you're very uncomfortable, you begin to have indigestion. Those things are the things that you need to keep at bay. Keep them at a very longer place when you're getting ready to for that moment. So keep them, yeah, keep them somewhere. Okay. The next thing you don't want to eat are food that smells so awful, like garlic. Even though that garlic and onions are super aphrodisiac, make sure that you brush your teeth before you go to bed, because you have to think about your partner. If you eat all these things and then come to bed and then your mouth, your breath, it's smelling of all this raw food, it's the moment who is not going to be there, because your partner will not be fully aroused and is going to be a turn off for your partner. So after this video, I'll be making you an amazing cocktail drink that you and your partner should be drinking before the momentum. Thank you so much, and remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can follow along and you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe. See you. Bye.